Okay, so Gal Love, Winston, I fucks with you. And I'm gonna read your comment from 8 days ago where you say, Tiff, I think they set Kanye up because P. Diddle, Fiddle, Diddy, and Jay-Z, etc. couldn't own him like they wanted to. Either that or he has agreed to some kind of humiliation ritual. And yo, he has. Like, I've heard him say shit like, I don't care if you see me fucking goats on the camera. And I'm just like, with all this AI shit, you're right, Kanye. It doesn't matter anymore. Because you can make up whatever you want to now with fucking computers. So, what is it to see Kanye fucking a goat? And then, yeah, that bitch, my mom. First of all, I didn't really come on here with a plan. I always intend to, but like, fuck it. I was trying to write a poem, and I haven't been able to write one and complete it in a long time. And I need help with editing. However, so let's see what. Hold on, give me a second, people. All this fucking writing I did last night. But here we go. I started it over a few times, and I like the beginning part the most because I think it could be a hook. It's like, yo, deadass though, I'm about to get arrested because I can't stop with my bullshit. I'm livid and have been. I'm sick of it. I can't get over it. I'm not sorry or wrong. Fuck all of y'all. I know the police were just at my crib, and hell nah, I didn't get up to go check shit. I'm chilling like a villain because I know what I did. Plus, no one comes to see my ass. I don't have family or friends. Yes, I got a roommate, and I swear to God, that motherfucker is cool as hell because my baby's dad is jealous of him. And that means the fucking most to me, honestly, without me getting into more details. But the fact that my kid's father, like, I knew he was manipulating me. He'll throw in my roommates, like, you respect your roommate more than you respect me. And yeah, I do, because he doesn't fucking bother me at all. He even leaves me weed sometimes when I don't even ask for it. And like, respect, that's cool as fuck. My kid's father, we haven't been together in like 3 years. He hits me up out of the blue on the 7th of February. And I don't care how he got my number. I know the situation that I've been in with my children, and the woman that has custody of them is from Miguel's side of the family. However, she is technically the mistress to the family. And that is a predominantly male family. The biological grandma died, and then 90 days later, Evelyn moved in. none of my business. I wasn't a part of the family when that happened. However, my ex's mom died an early death. She was an alcoholic. And she was another woman that is no longer here. And my little girl is growing up in that family, witnessing this behavior. And it's fucking bad for both of my children. And in parenting class, I cannot stress this the most. When you're a parent, do not talk shit about the other parent in front of your children. Learn to shut your fucking mouths. I'm not going to say I haven't been guilty of that, because I have caught myself while speaking with the foster mom speaking about my children's father. Otherwise, yeah, I get on here and I spaz about him, but I don't call people personally and talk about him. I did get into therapy like immediately after he and I were just 3 years ago. It really fucked me up, okay? And you know, I don't lie and switch up shit. And they say I'm bipolar and psycho and all types of things. Like, I'll go to the first text messages when he first messaged me, which I'm sorry, I know I said it was February 7th, but it was February 9th. I don't know why the hell I keep saying it's the 7th. But whatever, I didn't delete it. But he asks me something. And I'm just like, I avoided answering it. And I'm like, yo, how are my kids? How are my kids? I don't care about you. I don't miss you. I did invite him over here, like, shortly after that. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have been isolating for years since I left him, because like I'm burnt out from people and programs, and just I don't want to get back into customer service. Like, I just look, since I haven't been able to be a mom, like that shit has broken me in more ways than one. And this guy lies all the fucking time about me. And yeah, I had a heroin habit, but also I don't have amnesia. I remember things, and I remember things like vividly. So he can't finesse me or spin me or do his bullshit, which is, I don't know, he thinks he's fucking like suave and smooth, and like I'm a fucking dumbass and a pushover to him. Last time he was here, come over here, Miguel. Take care of yourself with everything. Do not drink my drinks. Do not smoke my cigarettes. Don't ask me for nothing. You're a grown-ass man. Take care of yourself. Do you know this motherfucker drank the last of my Sprite? And like, I'm looking for my Sprite. I'm looking for my drink. I'm like, I know it was just here. Maybe like an hour ago, because I don't guzzle my drinks. I drink your Sprite. Yo, leave my house. Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out. What? No, I'm not being bipolar. I'm not spazzing on you. I'm not doing any of that. I told you before you came here, take care of yourself. You drank the last of my drink? The fuck? Disrespectful. Yeah, okay, and so here's another thing that he does that's disrespectful. So, okay, Tiff, it's Miguel, how you doing? And then, like, listen, I got missed calls, and I don't know who did what, because this app is being retarded. But I sent him a message the next day saying, how are you? And then he's like, I'm okay. You, is this you? Fuck him. I've had this number forever. Yeah, it's me. But I say, okay, because I'm being vague with him. And then he says, sorry to hear about your dad passing. And I said, whatever. He said, what? And I said, whatever. And he goes into, I started drinking. I don't smoke no more. You still live in Queens? And that's when I said, how are my kids? His response, nigga is crazy. My son. You don't even claim him, I said. The other day he took my phone in the room, called Evelyn, said, who's this nigga? He said, I'm Batman. Yeah, he got on the phone and called his fake ass grandmother, said he was Batman. I want to talk to Batman. And then, like, he goes into detail about my daughter. And so I kept it real with him. I don't want to know anything about you unless you can help me see the kids without going to court. But I know you aren't good for shit, so why are you bothering me? I love fucking me. Bitch. Bye, good to hear from you. Yeah. Go away and stay away. Lose my number. I didn't give it to you. You're an asshole. I didn't say shit. You got an attitude with me. It's cool because I ain't stressed or depressed. Just checking up on how you have good number. Yeah, that ass. I told him back then. See? Fuck them, bro. I'm glad I just read that shit out loud because I needed to validate myself. Yo, so his phone number is so easy to remember. Y'all saw it. I put it on there. That's really his number. And yeah, I went into rehab for a couple of days because I was tweaking. And I did a little something with my meds, but whatever, I'm back on point. And the thing is, I forgot to feed darkness or leave food for him. So, like, I had to sign a consent form for my mom to get my keys from my property. And the only number I could remember was Miguel's. So I called him and asked him to contact my bitch ass moms. And he did. And of course, I'm going to say she's helping the cat, but she's doing her weird shit that she does. And he is too. You know, this son of a bitch knows, like, yeah, fuck it. I don't even care what he says anymore because he's a liar. Like, he says shit like, he doesn't know, like he tries to blame the cases that I got with our daughter for the reason why his two sons that got taken away down south, he's not able to get back. But that's bullshit. His two boys got taken away in South Carolina before we ever had an ACS case. And I told him to contact them and tell them we just had their little sister. Yeah, they could come up here. Like, what the fuck? However, on that day, he chose to tell me before we were about to get intimate, he whispered into my ear, I cheated on you. And I backed myself up immediately, got dressed, and he looked at me like I was crazy, and I said, what do you fucking think? We're about to have sex after you said that shit to me? I'm not sure if I relapsed on that day or the very next one. But I did. I did on fucking methadone. And that was the worst thing I could have done. And I know that now. But that relapse set me up for a run with heroin. And it was pretty much more the not knowing how to cope with that news of him cheating on me that fucked me up the most and made me use drugs that much harder. And he likes to blame me for everything, and the truth is he doesn't want to be a grown-up, or he's just a hoe, like, for real. And if I, like, that shit that he's doing with my mom right now, that's some real weird shit. Yo, she told me she would take me to buy me shoes and a pair of clothes, because, like, I needed a jogging outfit or two, but I didn't ask her for shit because I know better. I just mentioned it. However, she offered to take me shopping, and I declined. Also, I know better. However, since that day he contacted my mom to feed the cat, when they came here, first of all, my mom was supposed to get crystal vases, and she ended up helping herself out to way more than she was fucking supposed to. And he was with her. He was with her, and when I asked him questions about it, he can't give me an answer. Like, he's never been able to fucking stand up for me or do anything for me. Like, are you my fucking man? Like, he was my bitch. And I don't even like talking about it like that, because I never tried to emasculate him. But he doesn't try to man up either. So, it's not my fucking fault. Yo, he came and he visited me every day in the hospital when I almost died. Back in, I was in there for 2.5 months right before I got pregnant with my son. I got pregnant in the hospital with my son. I know exactly where that shit happened, because we weren't sexually active before that or after that for like 3 weeks. And Rocky, as well as my daughter, I know exactly when I got pregnant with her, which was in Brooklyn at this bitch Olga's house. But I told him before he even not to, inside. And he was like, I already did. And I was like, fuck. Because I know my system and my body, and I just knew that I was going to be pregnant soon. And for real, on Thanksgiving morning, I'm going to show you, I walk around with it sometimes. And I have been this week. This is the first pregnancy test that came up positive for my girl on a Thanksgiving morning. And this is her hair from the first time I had to cut it. It's not like her first haircut, but it's her. And then this is the address where I'm going to be taking down the block to the precinct. Over there in a whole motherfucking other borough with these assholes. Because like my poem said, I'm going to get arrested if I don't stop my bullshit. And the police were here tonight about 10 minutes after my last text to that bitch Evelyn. And I know how y'all motherfuckers knock on my door. And if you gotta fucking knock and ring the goddamn bell, yo, officer, definitely not going to it. And I'm talking like this because I'm pretty sure there are some motherfucking, I don't know if there are. I honestly don't know who y'all people are. And I need friends. However, the cops came here tonight because I need to control my fucking anger. But at the same time, I have to figure out a strategy and a plan and devise it and go into court with it. And be so fucking on point with it, they can't break it down. I don't need to go back to therapy and shit like that because, look, I was in therapy when I figured out my dad's family secret that he was keeping. And I called him out on it. He called my uncle to come pick his ass up. And then 30 days later, my dad moved upstate with my brother. And I had been begging my dad and my brother to get out of my fucking apartment for years so I can get my daughter back home. This is my apartment. I inherited it from my grandmother. And towards her death, I said, fuck this place, give it to my father, because that fucking bitch, Christopher, brother of mine, started having seizures. Yeah, I remember because I found his fucking medical records. He started having seizures while he was living with my Uncle David, and my Uncle Dave couldn't fucking handle it. So Christopher had to get out of his house, and Chris came here, and I was pregnant as hell with my daughter, and I got so fat with her I couldn't defend myself. So I asked my mother if I could go stay with her for the remainder of being pregnant. But I couldn't do that either because I woke up in the middle of the night to her smoking crack with people I didn't fucking know, and it scared me because there were two men, and what if they flip or spaz and I'm big and fat and pregnant and I can't do shit? I asked my grandma if I could come back here with Chris and my dad doing their dumb shit, and of course she said yes. And my brother Chris is the fucking golden boy of my family. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say, like, I am the reason why I should have never been born. Like, my parents were wrong as hell for entertaining each other, and they totally fucking ruined my sister's family, which was, I could say respectfully, my sister's dad is technically the only real man that I can think is truly a man. He got my mom pregnant. He married her. He joined the army at 19 to take care of his family. And my dad was a fucking asshole and joined the army when he was 30 years old. And the story as kids went, he is the best friend to my sister's dad. Now, as kids, you don't think about shit like that. Oh, best friend to sister's dad. Like, as an adult, when you think about that, it's like, yo, dad, like, you shouldn't have fucking friends. And listen, when I asked my father I asked him when I was about 13, 14 years old. I was like, yo, Dad, you gotta tell me what it was about Mom that made you say she is the one. Because, like, I need to know. And he said, I knew your mom was the one for me the first time I saw her. And he said it like he meant it. Like he saw that picture for the first time all over again. I was like, but wait, Dad, no. What did she do or say to grab your attention even more? No, she wasn't there. The first time I saw your mother, she was in the picture. And I was like, that's not... It makes sense why it didn't work out. But, so love at first sight is why I'm born. However, no. I have my birth certificate, and she wasn't married to my dad when I was born, but she was married to my sister's dad, and she was married to my dad when my brother was born. Now, the two last brothers that she had out of wedlock, my baby bro, a nigga, little nigga, I might not hear from him ever the fuck again, honestly. And I love him very much, and I know why. Because that ass, he thinks like me. He's not wrong. If I could go back in time, I would kill myself off at 16 years old and make her think I'm not here anymore. All of my family. And my other little brother that she had out of wedlock, Andrew, he died a couple years ago from an overdose. And at the time, Alex was incarcerated because my family made up a lie on him and he was on probation. So he had to go to the mercy of the man, even though it was a fucking lie. He got arrested for a good 6 months. And I couldn't do shit for him being in New York and him being in North Carolina. Plus, I spoke to his probation officer before he went and surrendered himself. And the way his probation officer was speaking, he was using the phrase, I'm afraid for my life, which is code for he's armed and dangerous and I will shoot him on sight. So, if I would have told my little brother to run, he possibly would have gotten murdered. I told him, I said, go and turn yourself into your fucking officer. I know they lied on you. They said that he threatened to kill them and pulled out one of his guns. And it was such a fucking lie. Because if it would have happened, I have 3 nieces. They would have started screaming like little lunatics. Not one sound, not nothing. If anything, leave me alone. I'm talking to my other sister. Can you fuck off? My sister, however, no, she doesn't respect boundaries when people say things like that. And my little brother is like me, where he spazzes the fuck out. And when my brother Andrew died, he was in jail. And the only reason why I found out where my mom lives in New York is because out of respect for my brother Andrew, I went and I spent the night with her. We did speak about me traveling down to the funeral. However, I didn't have the funds to travel. I'm not going with my mom in a car any fucking where because she is a lunatic and she will spaz at the drop of a fucking dime and like leave you stranded. Just dead ass, not a fucking reliable way of transportation. And I'm glad I didn't go because then she spent 2 weeks down there after the funeral trying to what, rule out a homicide on my little brother? Like, no, she's a fucking dumbass. Listen, I don't know what's going on with North Carolina's police officers, but yo, fentanyl is in heroin. Okay? Period. Like New York, I don't give a fuck where you go, what borough. Like, I hope you got Narcan on you if you do that shit, cause you might drop like a. And I got off of that shit at the right damn time. However, I'm not gonna lie. If I could switch with my little brother, I fucking would in a heartbeat. I don't think that he deserved that. And yo, word the fuck up. That little nigga stole my car one night when he spent the night with me to go see his bitch. And then why I'm laughing right now is because one time my sister called me to complain about him for locking his girlfriend up in the closet. And I was like, if my brother threw a bitch in a closet, it is what it is. She probably asked for it. And especially if that brother did it, Andrew, I'm pretty sure he was at his fucking limit and it was best for both of them that she go in there. But she wanted me to like defend some bitch over my brother and like, fuck out of here. So my mom, let me backtrack for a minute. 2 weeks down south after the funeral for ruling out homicide on my little brother that overdosed. I'm the only one that talks to my baby brother, Alex. Nobody has his phone numbers, and they won't get them either. I tell her, listen, tell me Alex's dad's name. He wants to know his dad's name. Like, this bitch won't tell him his father's name. She knows it. And I'm like, yo, he's doing good. He's got something going on. He needs to pay off one of his attorneys. Until then, it is what it is. Well, how much money does he need? I'll pay it for him so he can go take care of it. It's a lot of money, ma. And, you gotta wait for him to say it's okay for you to do it. I don't fucking know his attorney's information, and it's 35,000. Oh, I got that. All right, whatever. I hung up on her, and 5 minutes later, she calls me back. It's not my brother telling me this is the correct information for his attorney. It's my mother, who does not even speak to my brother, calling to say she knows what defense attorney is representing him. He only owes $500. And I was like, get the fuck off my phone. What are you trying to do? Set him up for murder right now? Yeah, because I think she is that sick to do that to my little brother. First of all, I watched her fucking smoke crack when she was pregnant with Alex all the time, and she would tell me, no, it's okay, don't worry, I'm not keeping this one. And I tell Alex the truth about that shit. So if you ever think that she wasn't a piece of shit, Alex, no, for you, sweetheart, she was the whole entire fucking time. You don't owe her nothing. And don't ever think that she's gonna be there as a mom for you one day. Like, if you have that belief, please get rid of it now, because I can promise you for shit sure, she's just gonna fucking break your heart. Every time. So save yourself. And just fucking live your life. First of all, he's in his early 20s. And he's a real man. He's not a fucking man. Alex is not like a little pansy. No, Alex is get dirty motherfucker like me. Just go outside. We move. However, I will say my sister didn't raise him to be a drug dealer, and that is the path that he is choosing to live, and I'm not going to tell anybody not to do that. However, you are not going to be a successful one if you don't find a 9-to-5 first, and good luck with that. My opinion, but what the fuck do I know? Let's look at something that's not fucking, I don't know. Let's look at some art. Yeah, deadass, I found these prints in this book. And, can we sell them? Can I sell them to y'all? Like, seriously, if you want one of them, you can give me your address and I will put on some lipstick, kiss it, and send it to you for a very large fee. Not that ass, just give me like, I don't know, 5 or 10 on the Cash App. Clown. Toulouse-Lautrec. This looks like a fucking madam. Oh, this one. It's called Toilet or Day Toilet, and it is up close. It is a close-up to the original. It is somewhere right here. I mean, this doesn't really look like a toilet though, right? It's on a couch. Did y'all think that lady was hot? Because I didn't. These are peaches, but they look like lemons. Yo, somebody get Don Lemon to buy this shit from me. By the way, do you know who Don Lemon is? He's a gay-ass reporter, and I just want to know, did he fucking give himself that last name? Because I can't think of a gayer fucking last name than Lemon, and he's actually a gay man named Don Lemon, who is a reporter that has his own platform that's kind of like Candace Owens. I was about to call her Candace Williams. Anyway, no, it's Candace Owens because she is not black like Wendy. Fuck you, Candace. I said what I said. I'm more blacker than you. Yo, deadass, Candace Owens, you married a white guy. Seriously, sis. I am more black than you. You ain't shit until you have kids with a tan person. That's not Puerto Rican. Yo, Jennifer Lopez. What do we think about Jennifer Lopez? Anybody have any thoughts about Lopez? Well, we know she lied in court. Anyway. And yo, Sean did 10 years and then left America. Hell yeah, I would have too if I would have done 10 years for that bullshit from P. Diddy. And look, let's piss some people off. Here are the first Africans running away from Africa, and they're really not African at all. They're more from the Caribbean, like St. Thomas or Barbados, and yeah, they make it to America. I think this is Oprah Winfrey's mom. I'm gonna piss people off. And this right here is Mark Zuckerberg's dad. And I don't know if that's Mark Zuckerberg's dad, but did y'all know that Mark Zuckerberg speaks Mandarin Chinese? Because I just learned that this year, as well as I didn't believe him for 1 minute when he said that the Biden administration was calling him, begging him for some dumb shit. Because first of all, the United States of America does not call people, like, we don't call people, like, begging for shit. The FBI, the IRS, none of that. We just show the fuck up or, like, get you when it's convenient. But they don't make phone calls saying ridiculous shit. I lost my train of thought. Yo. I need a friend. Oh, let me say this. I will not go back into another nonprofit organization for my help over here. And places that hire by affirmative action, y'all got to fucking do better. Because I've never looked at this country as as racist as I am now, I guess. But holy shit, I minded my fucking business to the point where I was naive, I guess. Because I didn't really pay attention to all the different ethnicities here in New York. And it has gotten totally fucking out of control with the immigrant population as well as the mental health people and the New to America. Not everybody that is coming over from that part of the world Mexican. Venezuela. Hey, yo, and Texas with your pro-life asses. Don't you bring any more fucking buses of people up here to New York. You keep your pro-life asses with fucking people down there to take care of. Because who? Are you fucking serious? They brought fucking buses to New York City filled with Venezuelan, migrants and whatever the fuck else type of retardation is going on up to New York. And like I said, I didn't vote, but I was for that fucking close the borders down to America. Like, we need to shut this shit down for a while, because this country has never been fucking great since white people stole it, I'ma say. And it was not fucking white people over here first. Like, that is some totally evil British shit from the Queen. And, yo, I heard UK is doing really fucking crazy too with, like, little girls getting raped by Palestinians and shit like that. And I'm just, when the fuck is Queen Elizabeth gonna die? Because she's doing the most still. I'm gonna say, like, I know they said the United States is like we're our own country and shit, but I think that Queen is still ruling shit. Like, English is an evil fucking language. It has taken over certain fucking countries in Africa. Like, I think it was Liberia or Nigeria. I think one of the two. They now speak fluent English and teaching it. And I don't think English is such a nice language. It's kind of fucking evil. And heard that cop car? I thought it was for me. I lost my train of thought again. I've been wanting to smoke. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I need a friend. I've been isolating a lot. And I need to stay the hell off my phone because I don't need to go to jail. I'm gonna handle this shit like a big girl. What I want to do is I want to get all this information in my apartment that I have found. For instance, my dad's army pictures of his gay shit, as well as one of my friends, when I was a teenager, my father called him out as gay when I was 14, 15 years old. And I thought it was strange that my dad said that shit. Lo and behold, years later, that friend joined the army and was gay as well. So, I called my dad out on a family secret or on a fucking, Dad, did you do X, Y, and Z? His whole facial expression changed like he was guilty. And, I need to get the pictures together to bring it to court because, look, as a kid, you're not gonna see this shit, and I have studied body language through the years, and, you can't hide this shit. As well as my dad was an artist, and, like, I found some of his sketches and stuff, and he's got, like, this one character saying, am I gay, and things like that, as well as he pissed me off so bad towards the end of him being here. I said some shit that was kind of gay. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with the men of this family? They're a bunch of pussies. Like, you guys need to go get fucked or something. Like, I don't know what I said, but it was some borderline gay shit. And my dad was like, I never knew you had that in you. I was like, yeah, well, you don't know everything about me. And he got like a little glimmer in his eye, like he could relate to me finally about something. And yeah, I don't know what type of gay shit my dad did, but I don't really give a fuck. Hey, by the way, y'all see what Kanye's been tweeting? You suck your cousin's dick, my nigga. Like, no, I'm gonna take it back. I was not supposed to marry you. I'd rather fuck a man that went to prison and talks about getting his dick sucked behind bars because he doesn't have a fucking choice, like, to go get a woman. Not because his fucking cousin is, I don't know, Kanye. My nigga, you lost me. Easy. Yo, true story. I walked to the bursar office of college, listening to College Dropout. It was my soundtrack to dropping out of college. And yo, I never went back. So, hats off to me. As well as, here's a scary thing that's going on right now in New York. K-Sax and doctors can give fucking okie dokie okay letters for people to get jobs. And I want to say, fuck that. It's not good. It's not good. K-Sax are not fucking like college degree educated people. They are counselors that used to be drug addicts, and a lot of them still have very fucking active like behaviors. They might not be using drugs, but they'll do other things like steal, cheat, lie, or sabotage somebody just because they don't like them. Like, K-Sax are not the best people to have in charge of other people, especially someone like me who, I'll piss you off. I will piss you the fuck off, and you better know how to hold your shit, because I am that client. And, I don't care. You are the counselor, and as the counselor, you have to fucking accept things like that. Now, I'm not being mad disrespectful when I talk to them certain ways. However, they like to do shit to keep you fucking stuck. Like, I'll give you an example. Cameron at fucking Ramon Velez, the last methadone clinic I went to, I told him to blind detox me, start a blind detox on me. And he told me that statistics say a person like me has to stay on methadone for 7 years in order to be successful at being clean off of drugs. And I would just like to say, if I would have taken that seriously, I would still be drinking fucking methadone. However, I have not been on that shit since 2021. July 30th, 2021. Okay, and in America, methadone, opiates, Xanax, any controlled substance is in a government database, as well as now psych meds are in that database. So, if you think you got a HIPAA law that's saving your information from psych meds getting out and controlled substances, fuck no. Everybody's getting that. And, yeah, it's not a bad thing, I guess. It is what it is. I mean, look, I'm not going to sign a HIPAA law anymore. I really don't think that I am. Because the HIPAA law is used more against the patient than for the patient's benefit. Like, let's say the doctor fucks up and they're trying to cover up some shit that they did. They can do it with your HIPAA law against you, because those are your records that are theirs in their file, right? I worked for Dr. Tarani. Fuck you, I'm breaking the DNA that I signed, or whatever that shit is. I don't give a fuck. Tarani, go suck a dick, go back to Israel and fight that war, alright? Chosen one. And fuck you if you want to say I'm anti-Semitic, because I'm not religious at all. And let me find out that you're Jewish and you don't keep a kosher diet, because then I'm going to call you anti-Semitic to your fucking mouth and your face, because you are. So, Jewish people, get your shit together. It's like if you disagree with a Jewish person over like, that's not dark blue, that's light blue. You're anti-Semitic all of a sudden. Like, they're fucking ridiculous sometimes. Dr. Tarani is a doctor that I work for who has an office in Garden City, Long Island, New York. And he has a lot of other doctors that work underneath him in his practices. And he has a lot of offices across Queens, I think in Brooklyn and in Long Island. I worked for him, and in the Fresh Metals office where I was moved to, there was this, she was a black doctor. She was from the Caribbean. I'm not sure where exactly. However, she made a mistake on some shit. And the patient that she had was pregnant. And she wanted her records so that she can go to another doctor. And they told me, don't give her her own records. And I was like, okay, I won't. But these two people that were standing in front of me were black like me, so I was just like, yo, I'm gonna go downstairs in like 5 minutes to smoke a cigarette. I got you. And I gave them their records. So, yeah, because, first of all, a pregnant woman that wants her fucking records, you give them to her. Tell me don't give her some records. Man, fuck out of here. I gave them to him, and I will do it again, as well as Dr. Tracy Vo. You are the shit. I love you, miss. Only because my grandma fucked with you. But you were the only doctor there that was cool. Rosenberg, that bitch that worked there that could only go up to the first term of pregnancy, which, yo, respectfully, anybody, you have an OBGYN that can only go up to the first term of the pregnancy, don't even let that bitch do a pap smear. Get the fuck away from her. Yeah, I said it and I don't care. Dr. Rosenberg was a mother of like, I don't know, 7 or 8 kids, and she got her license restricted down to the first term of taking care of a pregnancy, and I'm not sure why, but that lady was such a ditz. Dr. Rosenberg said the most inappropriate shit, and she also knew that I was under the influence of drugs while I was working there, but she didn't say anything, and she knew it the whole time. And I think that bitch was an alcoholic, not for nothing, because she used to talk about pre-gaming, as well as, here's an inappropriate thing she said, but this is Jewish religion. Well, when they have the baby and the dad is there, you always say the baby looks like dad, because daddy's maybe, mommy's baby. And I was like, oh my fucking God. No, but that's why in the Jewish religion, you are the religion of the mother, not the father. Because, yeah, Hail Mary, full of grace. Look. I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person, but I would like to say this. One thing I like about the Jewish religion is this, it's called sitting Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. And it's basically the act of when you mourn a family member that has either died or you've had to disown. And yeah, I want to say that I use that sit and Shiva shit in my life a lot, because you got to kind of process to fucking let go of people. And once you just own somebody and you cast them out and they're not for you anymore, then move on, I guess. But I ain't Jewish and I don't know how that shit really works. But I will get anti-Semitic and tell you I will sit Shiva on your ass because I'm Catholic and I can't. But no, I'm not even Catholic. I don't claim that shit. But I got a cross on my arm because I thought I was Christian. But I don't believe in that story that Jesus Christ was, the Lord and Savior to get into God's kingdom, because nobody really knows, not even the fucking Pope. And I would like to say, the Catholic Church to me is evil as hell. How are you living in the Holy Spirit, and everything about the leaders of the Catholic Church just goes against what it means to live in His image. And if you are one with the divine and as a human being, how can you be a father and a leader to anybody, and you don't even have a biological son or daughter of your own? That's just going against what it means to be a true father as a human being, and you're standing in a robe in front of people, leading them while they are sitting in pews and rows, and they're kneeling down, bowing to you, and my God doesn't want me to bow down to another human being to pray. Respectfully, you can pray wherever you want to, however you want to, as long as you get connected with however you connect with God or your higher being. Like, I'm not. And then the nuns, the sisters, fucking weirdos. They're virgins, or they don't have sex, and like, so the Catholic Church also has ties with nursing. Like, nuns were the first nurses, I believe, and that's just kind of fucking weird to me, because Kevin Samuels always talks about nurses as a bad thing, like they are the one profession to not even consider dating. Like, once you find that out, oh, it's a nurse or whatever, like, break up with her. And I think I read that correctly the other day. About to Google it. What is the Catholic churches with nursing? Fucking hate this AI mic. So my Google microphone, does y'all do this? She gets what I say right first, and then she changes her mind. I didn't know she could change her mind, but she does on me all the time. Or she doesn't even type what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. So the Catholic Church has a long and intertwined history with nursing, viewing it as a ministry deeply rooted in healing mission of Jesus Christ. The Church has historically emphasized the care of the sick and infirm, viewing it as a way to directly serve Christ, and has played a significant role in developing hospitals and systematic nursing practices. The Church's involvement in healthcare dates back to the early Christians, who were known for tending to the sick and infirm. This tradition continued through the Middle Ages, with monasteries and convents serving as key medical centers. Well, I'd just like to say, in New York, Catholic Charities is like a nonprofit agency, and they have a lot to do with like adoption and foster care, and I really never knew that before, as well as Little Little Flower, the agency that was in charge of my case. Nonprofit organization. A nonprofit organization is basically a business plan that is presented to the government, and the government says, okay, yeah, you know what, we will fund it 110%, and they get it. That is their business that goes. It's nonprofit. A lot of it is Medicaid paid for. And affirmative action is what is in charge of this shit. Like, yo, I never really thought about this shit this deep before. ACS, New York City. So, I'm just curious, like, ACS is a government office. It's not a nonprofit. However, Little Flower is not technically ACS. They are a nonprofit organization that takes over for ACS. And there are other places that do this as well. And Little Flower does not have a good rap sheet on them helping people. They suck. And their original office in Queens was a monastery over on 162nd off of Jamaica. And they just tore that shit down this year. Hallelujah. But Little Flower is now in Brooklyn, New York, in the fucking Pfizer building. And what I'm looking up on my phone right now, who gives a fuck? Yo, you could tell that these are people from ACS writing these Google comments. ACS Government Office, Financial District, the most beautiful government office. New York City Administration for Children, Bedford-Stuyvesant, nice building. ACS, Protect the Children. Harlem, 24 hours. Yo, fuck out of here. Why you guys just don't have a New York City number that's for, like, all boroughs? You gotta just put it to Harlem. And I'm gonna write this shit down because I told somebody that I promised them this shit. Yeah. I get petty. But I give warnings. I tell people what I'm gonna do before I do it. So they can't say that they didn't know. I could change my mind, however, I'm not. Calling ACS on my own family, for my own kids. I don't want their father going back around them. First of all, he's an alcoholic now, and he admitted it himself in the text messages. As well as, those motherfuckers over there need to get into parenting classes. I'm not even playing. Parenting classes ASAP for my baby's father and Evelyn as well. And Evelyn, when you take those classes, please know that you are not their mom or biological fucking anything, lady. Piece of shit. This piece of shit woman. Yeah, I can't look at her and be nice to her ever again, alright? Listen, she manipulated me out of my son's mother's copy birth certificate. She had no intentions on returning it to me, and she promised me she would, and I begged her to because I said, look, this is, I don't even get to have custody of him. Like, give me back my fucking copy of his certificate. Like, however, she didn't. She didn't mail it to me. I didn't move. Like, she had no intentions on giving it back to me. And she has lied on me about shit that is just not true at all. Like, example, I'm over at her apartment I'm visiting with my kids, and I'm giving my son a bath. He's just turned like a few weeks after 1. He's in the baby tub. I'm scrubbing his back. He reaches for the shower thing that they don't hang it up. It's always hanging down and dripping water. I'm washing my son's back. He grabs the hose. He goes to suck it up. It slurps up and it goes into his nose and he starts choking a bit. I'm watching him the whole time. He's fine. This bitch calls ACS and tells them that I let my son slip underneath the water and almost let him drown. I had Darlene, my caseworker, up at my program the next day to confront me about it. And she's like, so how'd your visit go yesterday? I'm like, it went great. Why are you here? Oh, well, I heard. You heard what? I heard you let your son fall under the water. Fuck me. No. That's what she told you? Wow. You saw that video where I'm hugging my daughter? They got my daughter fucking afraid of me. And, that shit drives me crazy. I'm not a monster to my kids. And I don't ever want them to use drugs, quite honestly. Like, I'm not the person to promote it. If anything, I don't want them drinking or smoking until they're fucking 25. And please, like, I don't even want them to be sexually active until the age of 25. 25 is the age where your brain is fully formed and developed, and you are really an adult then. Below that, you're still a vulnerable person that's not fully developed. And I don't want my kids to abuse drugs or think that it's cool. And they growing up in the South fucking Bronx, not one of them better ever fucking ask me for a goddamn drug. If you don't know where to get it, my kids, then I'm gonna tell you something. Drugs are not for you. You're growing up in the South Bronx, and if you don't know how to get drugs, God bless you. They're not for you. Leave them alone. And if you ever come up to me and ask me for drugs, as your mom, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking throat. Just don't. As well as my nieces and my nephews. Like, fuck. I was never even disrespectful when I went to Narcotics Anonymous meetings and I was getting high, and they would say things like, don't bring your drugs with you, or like whatever, like stash them and trash them and fuck out of here. I had them in my pocket the whole time, and I just never told anybody or offered them because, like, I respected other people. Like, just because I'm doing what I'm doing doesn't mean that I have to get you involved, especially when I know I don't really like what I'm doing. It's harmful. Why would I want to promote it to somebody else? Tell me no. It's no. And if I asked you if you wanted to smoke a blunt with me and you told me no once, well, word the fuck up. I don't like sharing my shit anyway. With that peer pressure dumb shit. Oh, wait. Like, my kid's father, He truly just, I chose wrong with the person I made kids with, okay? That's all. He doesn't talk kindly about me or nicely about me, and he makes up a whole lot of bullshit that's not even true. And I'm happy that he started to be embarrassed to be seen with me before I actually found out why. But now I think, not I think, I'm sure he did a lot of shit behind my back, and him being in my presence is actually more of an embarrassment for me than it is on him. I didn't go behind his back and do half the shit that he did to me. And like he's still doing it. Like he goes to my mom is shopping for him. My mom Evelyn catering to him. Yeah, I'm jealous and bitter about the shit. However, I know that they are sexist women, I'm gonna say. They placate to men more than they do women, and they don't respect other women or honor them, and it's true. It's not wrong for me to say. As well as the men in that family, they are male chauvinistic pigs. And yeah, they're okay with letting each other cheat on, in front of them, and like, you know, in my family, we weren't that fucked up on my side. Like, to let people cheat like that. Like, but I don't know Spanish culture like that. I do know that I have been having the gut feeling that my kids have been molested for a couple years now, and I'm not taken back that I said that, because I really truly meant it. And the reason why is because they are Catholic church going people, and the godparents that I did not pick out, that I allowed her to choose herself. My children's father, as well as my mother, kept telling me not to let her do it, but couldn't tell me why exactly. And I'm just gonna say, like, those people, they're weird, okay? Like, they're weird for the simple fact of they know that I am my son's mom, and when they see me healthy and doing good around him, they look frightened and scared. And I know why now, because they're afraid that I was actually going to get my kids back and not be a piece of shit. And if I find out some shit like my kids were being molested and this motherfucker didn't do anything to stop it, it's not going to be good for me. It's not going to be good for him either. Like, I'm going to fucking hurt him. Because if he knew that type of shit and didn't have the balls to actually say it to stop it, he needs fucking help, and he needs therapy and fucking psychiatry more than I ever do. Like, really. I want him to go get all those things done anyway, because I did go into those things, and I really tried my best while I was working with a therapist. However, I had to fucking stop going to therapy and start doing my own research, and that's how I was able to learn things to help me get to the point where I don't need to go into any place to have somebody sit over me because they have a degree or fucking I don't care what. They can sit over me and tell another organization about my life and whether or not I am okay to move on or I have to stay stuck behind. No, fuck that. I'm not doing it again because I don't get treated properly in those places. I never have. And I have never been racist before, but I'm gonna say this. Y'all need to get some other people in there working that are not just Puerto Rican and black. And if they're bilingual and they're Spanish, whatever. It's taking over here in New York. You gotta learn Spanish. And it's crazy. Like, I'm not even fucking lying. Like, Spanish is taking over Nueva York. And my baby's father, he doesn't speak Spanish. He doesn't speak it at all. He tries to act like he does because he knows a few words like with and stupid shit like whatever. It doesn't matter. He's stupid and he doesn't know Spanish. He comes with me the other day to a store, no, to welfare. And like welfare is all Spanish people in there now. And some stupid bitch that doesn't know English, new to America, asks for help. And she looked like a thought. And this motherfucker starts acting like he knows how to speak Spanish. And I'm like, yo, why are you fucking talking to people that you don't know? And stop acting like you know how to speak Spanish when no. The fuck is you doing? Like, and he caught the hint, cause deadass. Like, he likes to act like I do disrespectful shit like that, but no, it's him. He's a fucking thought. He needs attention. He needs people to like. Yo, I don't like giving him attention. I don't even like fucking talking to him. He annoys the shit out of me. He likes to talk about things that I don't care about, like fighting and like acting like he is bigger than the person he actually is, making up fucking lies about himself. And I end up spazzing on him like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Cause he finesses shit. He lies. Like, I catch him in fucking lies. He's a pathological liar. Or he'll won't say anything. It's lying by omission. And you know what? I don't got fucking time for it anymore. And I'm glad that I read this shit on the phone to you guys. Oh, I thought I want homeless in the streets. My bad. Homeless and broke. Lived in the streets for 2 years. Fought people sleeping in parks. Guess what? He chose that. I was actually working. I had a good job making good money. And I could have got him a job there as well. He didn't want to work. He chose to go fucking homeless and be dirty like this, okay? And you didn't have to live like that. You chose that over finding a job. We could have saved your mom's apartment. You did not want to. I do not feel sorry for you. Yeah. So, okay, not looking for a fight. I'm okay. Now I'm off the streets, off of K2, which is what he was smoking for fucking years that cannot be detected on a drug test. And is worse than fucking crack. So fuck you, Miguel. Glad your life is smooth sailing. Good for you. It's not like you care or anything like that. So why are you contacting me? You don't know anything about my life right now. Yeah, said I was checking up on you, making sure you ain't in no hospital. Lie. Whatever. No, I'm right. You talking shit to me, so I think of the best part you can be in. Go die, Miguel. I'm active with the kids and family never fell off. Yeah, because you fucking bullied me out of it. Yo, we were supposed to be having like family visits with our kids in the park right across the street of Brook Avenue over there in the Bronx. I'm playing with the kids, interacting with Evelyn's dumbass, and the whole time he's standing like a fucking coward at the edge of the gate, like he's ashamed to come in and be around us. And like, you know what? He's just a fucking weirdo. He said that I made his visits uncomfortable, and the God's honest truth is, he, I don't know, whatever. He doesn't want to be a fucking parent with me. That's it. You know, Miss Perfect, but I ain't fucking fight with someone else, girl. Just checking up on you. Holla at me when you act your age, cause you are older than me. Grow the fuck up, about to be 40. Like, I'll fucking kill you, Miguel. Yes. I'm grown as hell. I'm not premenopausal either, and I will fucking murder your ass. Talk to me about to be 40. You're 35. Where's your fucking car at still driving bikes? Dumbass. Yo. Yeah, that's another thing. He's 35. He wants to talk about fucking mopeds, e-bikes, and scooters and shit. And I'm just like, yo, if you would have fucked with me, I would have had us like 2 whips, and I did. But Miguel, you have no balls when it comes to doing what's right for me as the mother of the children being raised by the whore of your family. Stay away from me. You reached out to me. What the fuck? Bye. And I don't know why they're contacting me. For what? Bye. I could never and still can't never depend on you for a fucking thing. Why are you bothering me? I didn't bother you at all. Goodbye. Yeah, you did. Did you get a DNA test for my son, not yours? Hope you have a good day. Yeah, bet. See, I'm just gonna stop this here because, yo, I kept it a fucking $150 from the day he first got in touch with me. And, yo, I'm good. Thank you. Bye, people. And if you like my videos and you're watching them, I have WhatsApp, and I actually do stop talking when other people are talking to me. Bye.